Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gillian. It is so nice to meet you. Let's do something I have not done in a very long time at this point. Let's shake hands. I think we were overdue for that. In today's vlog, I'm going to be continuing my Chronically Offline series, which is essentially a series where I vlog my life and talk about why I think being chronically offline will make your life better. But today's vlog is going to be a little different because I'm writing a book. And today, or this week I guess, since I'm going to be vlogging over the course of a week, I am going to be taking you along with me. I'm going to show you my writing process, just my entire creative process, really. And I am so excited because writing and reading and fantasy and books has always been such a huge part of my life. And so being able to share that today with you guys just makes me so excited. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm about to go to a coffee shop to get some work done, and I'm going a little early because I'm meeting a friend there who I haven't seen in ages. Yeah, I'm dressed in a way that makes me feel so pretty. Hold on, look. You can't see them probably. Those are cowgirl boots, you guys. I showed them in my last vlog. But look at this! Like, I feel like I'm in Footloose. Yeah, so this is what I bring with me. This looks like a pile of nothing. This is like the junk lady from the Labyrinth. Here's my tote bag. I have a clip because I'm liable to get anxious and have a hot flash and want to put my hair up. My phone to listen to music. Since I'm wearing a tube top, I'm bringing my folklore cardigan in case I get cold. And then this is my camera stuff, but then my computer. Time to get into the crux of this video. My writing process. So how did I get into writing? I was in first grade and my teacher, she would have us all sit on a carpet in the classroom and she would sit in her little chair and she'd read us a chapter of a book every day for the school year. The one that really stands out to me is Anne of Green Gables. Specifically, the chapter where she accidentally dyes her hair green. I'll never forget how viscerally I reacted to that. I was desperate to know what happens next. And I think that it kick-started something inside of me. So I have been reading and writing literally ever since. I started my first ever novel when I was in 4th grade. I would write it in a composition book. I didn't get very far with that, but you know, it was a start. And then I went to Wattpad of things. Like I had a little Luke Hemmings fanfiction, I had a Peter Parker fanfiction, a Harry Styles fanfiction, and I actually had 2 of those, but I retired the latter one because I decided I was going to college. It was time to make a life out of this, or to at least try. So enter what I'm hoping is my debut novel, Project August. That's what we'll be calling it because I'm not gonna tell you the title. But I figured I would just take this portion of the video to explain my process that I've gone through in writing that novel. Here is where you will see the inception of Project August. I scoured through this to find the day that I came up with the idea for this project, and it is August 1st of 2021. At the bottom of the page, because I remember I was at the beach with a friend, and I have like character names written here at the bottom for ideas, and then I have some character description here, which some of it I've used, some of it I haven't. What tends to inspire me when it comes to my writing is music. And so I was obsessed with the song August by Taylor Swift when I came up with the idea for this novel, and the novel has taken on a life of its own. So there's really not many characteristics left related to the song, but that's kind of what usually kickstarts things for me. Not always, but I rely heavily on listening to playlists and music when I'm writing to put me in the scene. And then Pinterest also really helps me a lot. Which you can see, I have some boards here. One is empty because this is what we're going to be working on in this video, but these are characters for novels. So this would be Project August, and this is something else, and that is something else, which hopefully we'll all see the light of day. That would be great. But I'm thinking while I discuss Project August right now, I will put pictures up right here that kind of fit the vibe of the book. So I was really inspired by the song August, which kind of kickstarted this whole thing. And so over time, I've spent a lot of time filling up journals and stuff with obviously like different things, not just to do with the books, but like I'll write little things in here. Like this, one of my characters, okay, I'll give you this. One of my characters is a poet, and I had the idea that he was gonna write this about my main character, which I did not end up using, but here's a little tease for my main character. If you are what you love, she is gardenias, baby blue sunrises, midnight car rides, iced coffee, leaky ice cream, sea glass, grass biting my ankles, ocean waves singing me to sleep, long eyelashes, your mouth saying my name, fluffy clouds, morning sunlight gleaming through my window, boy band songs, wishing on the moon instead of the stars, swallows, lovely March, Ferris wheel views, every single one of my nights, every single piece of me. Maybe I should put that in there. Maybe I should. But then, like, there's different stuff in here, which, like, I had another idea for a poem, and it just says she was so somberly beautiful. And maybe I should use that too, honestly. And then this journal is where I started cataloging different dates, which I'll get to. Let me start telling you guys now about the actual writing process. So I came up with the idea at the end of 2021, but I didn't actually start writing the novel itself until summer of 2022. And that is because I wasted so much time scrolling TikTok, which I deleted, and then writing for Wattpad, which is great and fun, but I just think I needed to get my priorities in line and shaped up. So that's what had to happen, and I'm glad that it did. So I started the first draft in June of 2022, and the way the book is structured is it's based on the seasons. So part 1 is the summer, when my characters are teenagers. Part 2 is the fall, where they're a little bit older. Part 3 is the winter, where they're even older, and then part 4 is the spring, where they're, again, even older. And so I have like a little Pinterest board for each of the seasons. I ended up taking a creative writing class at my university. Now we're in spring of 2023, and I'm a little over halfway done with the book. And I submit chapters to this class, and it was great because a lot of my classmates loved it, which, like, they're literally my target demographic. The age range, women, it was great. But my professor pointed out some very valid problems with the story. And that was like a gut punch. But it really was, it was needed. Like, I needed my pride to be shaken like this. And so I wasn't able to work on it probably for about 3 to 4, 5 months maybe. Because I didn't know what to do, because I was so aware that I had to start over. Like, there was no point in continuing on the way that I was writing, because that would just make more work for me to completely redo. So that's what brings me to this. I finally worked up the guts to start back up again. So this is what I did. Okay, so I'm covering up the title with a remote, but I gave myself goals. So update character profiles, the Pinterest boards, and then to actually write that part. And so these are the dates that I logged and everything. And this was essentially like what I call draft 1.5, since I never completely finished draft 1 because I had to just go back. So draft 1.5. I'm now, thankfully, on to draft 2. And my goal with draft 2 is to work on word count, because I'm currently sitting at 120,000 words, which, if you know the publishing industry. Specific genres have specific word count maximums. So like a fantasy novel could get away with 120,000 words, but my genre, which I'm thinking is probably going to be like literary, for those kinds of genres, 90,000 is the max. So for draft 2, I'm kind of going through and working on getting the word count down, but I'm currently starting work on a new project that I think is going to take me probably a very long time. So as I come up with ideas, I'm just jotting them down. And as for now, this project is called Project Homesick. And this is not based on music or anything. It was one of the scenarios I came up with before bed one night. And I was like, oh my gosh, that could be a novel. And the thing about this one is that my favorite books to read are fantasy, but I have never trusted myself enough to believe that I could I've never believed in myself enough to think that I could actually write one myself. This is for the little girl in me. I'm writing a fantasy novel, y'all. I'm taking this bull by the horns and I'm doing it. So in this video, I think I'm just gonna like bring y'all along with me as I come up with little ideas. We're gonna make the Pinterest board together, come up with the vibe. It is the next day. I'm literally right back in the same place that I started this vlog, but Kaylee and I, the friend I was meeting yesterday for coffee, we had a great time. We talked about so many things. We talked about dating, the job market, the Dallas Cowboys, the state of the DCEU, ACOTAR. It was a great time. I'm about to go to a doctor's appointment, yay me, but I wanted to show you my outfit because I really I like it a lot. So this is a blue button down that I thrifted, then gingham red boxer shorts that I got from Amazon. I'll link them down below. Red purse. It was a Christmas gift. I have no idea where it's from. And black Converse. Okay, off I go. What was that? Just got done at the doctor. Pulled up at Barnes & Noble. Going in to get some stuff done. I'm currently editing part 3 of Project August, the winter chapters, so I'm experiencing Christmas in August right now. It's, you know, whatever. Trying to get the word count down.
I can tell that you were at your best. Selfish, so I'm hating it. Notice that there's a piece of you right there.
They're playing Taylor Swift. I'm now home. My computer was like literally about to die and I didn't really get that much footage, but that's honestly a good thing because that means I was in the zone and I wasn't really thinking about other things. Because sometimes when I go out to write in coffee shops or at Barnes & Noble or whatever, I find that I get distracted by all the people around me and I get just a little jittery on the inside, but today was actually great. So that's a good sign. I got through one of the most daunting portions of part 3, which is also really great. I almost didn't really want to stop, and I'm not going to keep going because if I've learned anything, and here's some advice to writers out there, stop even if you feel like you can keep going. Like, set yourself a goal for the day. If you really feel like you have so much in you that you can surpass that goal and keep going, do it. But stop when you're in a good place so that you can pick up your next session in a good place versus stopping when you're in a rut and you don't know what to do. It'll cause dread. It's like, I don't want to go back to have to deal with that. So I think that I've heard that from somewhere else, but I can't remember where. So apologies, I have no credit to give. I didn't come up with that though. So I've since moved into the living room. I have Spotify going on the TV. I'm currently listening to my I Hate It Here playlist, which is essentially just a bunch of songs that I feel like I'm in a fantasy novel when I'm listening to them. And what I'm doing now is putting all of my ideas that I have currently had for Project Homesick in a notes app. So I'm gonna go in there and just start writing them all down, trying to come up with names for certain characters. I already have names for the first well, the main two characters, and I'm really excited about them. So yeah, I hope this vlog makes sense because I know I'm talking about so many different things, Project August, Project Homesick, but I don't know.
The only thing that still fits me is don't you try to reach me, 'cause I
finished last year, going from last semester into Christmas break.
Attempting right now to come up with kingdom names. Change of plans. I was fully planning on just staying home today and sitting on the couch, drinking coffee and writing, but now I'm going out with a friend. So, I mean, I'm going to Barnes & Noble with Kaylee. So hopefully you guys will meet her today because I didn't vlog when I was with her a few days ago, but today, maybe. But I'm really quickly painting my nails. So I'm gonna pull this color out. Yeah, I've had this color for probably a decade, maybe more. This is L'Oreal Pop the Bubbles number 142, and it's just a sparkly blue. I've had this color for a very, very long time, and every time I would wear it when I was younger, it was to channel my inner mermaid, because growing up, I literally love and cherish my childhood so much. I think that's why I'm the person that I am today, because I had amazing friends, I had amazing cousins, and I don't know, we would literally create these worlds to dive into, play pretend like we were in a movie or something. Like, we would always come up with names. My go-to name was usually Avalon, from Bella Thorne's character from Frenemies. And then eventually it changed. I got more into the name Meredith. But it was always like this. Like, we would start every game, we'd sit around and we'd say, okay, so my name's Meredith. I'm 16. I look like Cleo from H2O. I have earth powers. And my boyfriend is Harry Styles or Justin Bieber. Or who else would be my boyfriend? I'd do Kendall from Big Time Rush, Percy Jackson. At one point, I was like, Colton Haynes is my boyfriend, because I started watching Arrow on the CW, and I was like, Colton Haynes is my boyfriend. Who's gonna tell her? These were always my mermaid nails, because mermaids was part of the game. And, you know, if anybody from that period in my life is watching this, I love you. I miss you. Thank you so much for the memories. Like, it's a shame that I never pursued acting, because I was always kind of like the ringleader in these situations, or one of the ringleaders. And I was always directing and be like, okay, no, we gotta start over because this isn't working. I need more drama from you. So if anyone's watching this that's casting something, do I think there's a role in Hollywood that I am most qualified for? Maybe, you know, like they're adapting shit. Dang it, I just made an oopsie, but that's fine. Is there a role I think I'm qualified for? Yes, I hear that they are adapting Magnolia Parks. If you need a Daisy Hates, I can do the accent. I love the Mafia. For legal reasons though, the fictional Mafia. Obviously. But yeah, I'd love to play Daisy Hates. I think that'd be so much fun. I'm in Barnes & Noble. I'm editing. You don't need to see the screen. I had to cover it just right. This is Kaylee. Hi. We're gonna be here for God knows how long. And then at one point I plan to get up and go scour the fantasy section for the Witcher series. So I just started Lord of the Rings. Fellowship of the Ring, yeah. I know. I watched the movies earlier this year. Yeah, I didn't realize it was written in the 50s.
Yeah, it's so...
That's crazy. But I'm actually really liking it so far. I didn't, because you know me, it has to have romance. I'm actually really liking it. It's wholesome. And it's just a story. I feel like a little girl. I just got back from hanging out with Kaylee. We were there for probably 3 hours or so. And guys, it was so good. It was so productive. And if there are any writers here or just any creatives in general, tell me this is not the best feeling in the world ever. So I was literally saying earlier in this vlog how I struggle with part 3 of Project August so much. Every single time I have reached that point in the writing process, I get stuck. Like, it takes me significantly longer to write that part of the book than any other part because it's such a pivotal part. So as I was editing it today, it was crazy. Because in the process of writing it, I was like, this is gonna be a pain in my ass to come back and have to edit because it's a mess. And here I am, future me, editing it. Every few lines just, what? Because I've forgotten what I'd written and I'm genuinely getting invested in the story and the characters. And it's the best to think that something's terrible and to come back to it and realize that it's not terrible. It might be the best part of the book. It's the next day and I'm doing the same thing that I've been doing the past couple days. I'm going to meet Kaylee and we're going to a local coffee shop to get work done, of course. I am bringing my ACOTAR sweatshirt in case I get cold. Hold on, I'll show you guys. It's honestly one of my favorite things that I own. It's so cute and cozy. And I love the colors. This dark, like foresty emerald green literally does not go with Valeris. I feel like it needs to be navy or purple or something. Or black, but I like the green and I wanted the green, so I got the green. Sylvie agrees with me. Don't you, girl? Yep. Hey. She doesn't really like humans, to be completely... Oh, as she literally starts rubbing her head against my hand, I stand corrected. You like humans right now, huh? Yeah. Don't flash your butt. Nobody wants to see that. Still here with Kaylee again. We've been thriving the past couple days, being so productive. But I was just telling you guys yesterday how I was so pleasantly surprised by part 3 of Project August because it was way better than I remember it being. And it was until now, because the part that I'm working on right now is like the biggest problem area, I think. I think I jumped the gun too quickly with certain things. I just, yeah. It's hard when you're writing a novel that's supposed to span several years and you're trying to fit so many different things in. It's just hard, I think, to get to certain places in the story because I don't know if that makes any sense, but. So I've just gotten back from the coffee shop with Kaylee and I finished part 3, you guys. I did it. And I am just in a mood to keep going. Usually I like to put my electronics away at about 5, but it's almost 6 and that's fine because I'm feeling really creative, and part 4 is the shortest part of the whole novel. It's only 2 chapters and you guys will see why one day. So I'm just gonna knock this out. I'm gonna finish draft 2 and then we'll have a conversation on the whole word count dilemma because it has dilemmaed. It's dilemmaed. And just like that, draft 2 is done. I'm convinced that doing this whilst vlogging has absolutely helped get me in the zone. It's motivated me more. So this is the fastest I've ever done anything in this book. Hold on, I'm making my final word count notes, and then let me just tally this up really quickly. Part 1 of Project August, the summer chapters, is sitting at 38,838 words. Part 2 is sitting at 32,406. Part 3, 39,064. Part 4, 3,095. And then the epilogue is at 3,108. Okay. So the total word count is 116,511. That's not great, and I did not come anywhere close to accomplishing my goal for draft 2 of this novel. I was aiming to get it down to 80,000. So that's like, I don't know, 30,000 words that I still have to get it down to. That's fine. I'm thinking if I can get parts 1 through 3 down by 10,000 each, then I should be good to go. But I'm gonna abandon that goalpost for now. And as I head into draft 3, I'm gonna do what I said earlier in this vlog. I'm gonna just go through each part, really fine-tuning the story and making sure that is in order. But I am really proud of myself for how quickly I finished this draft. I'm feeling like part 3, or draft 3, sorry, is going to probably take me a while. But I've never been more excited about this story, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really excited. Whew. Okay, guys, I don't honestly remember when the last time I vlogged was. I think it was maybe Thursday or Friday. It's currently Monday. It is my first day of my final semester of undergrad, so we got a lot of stuff going on. Life is about to change drastically. It's about to look so different for the next couple months, and then honestly forever on after this, because I have no idea where life is going to take me. And that's scary, but I'm choosing to look at it as something exciting. But I promised you guys that we would make a Pinterest board together for Project Homesick, which is the fantasy novel that I am hoping to write one day. I'm just coming up with different, like right now there's just a bunch of random ideas in my head and I'm trying to fit them together. And I'm not totally sure, to be honest, what I want the aesthetic to be or the overall feel, but I do know what I enjoy and what I have enjoyed since I was a little girl, and that is like fairy tales. Not so much fantasy, but like a fairy tale, like the romance and the floweriness and the pink and the gowns and the jewels and like the princes, that kind of thing. So I kind of want to go that direction with the feel, but the story will obviously be more steeped in realism and grittiness and politics and things like that. So I have been working on the Pinterest board throughout the week, you know, over the course that I've been filming this video, and I thought we could just go through it together. Okay, so here is what we're working with. I've got the board secret. So here's kind of what we've got going on. This is just a bunch of random stuff that I've come across on my homepage, and then just other different things, different potential appearances of characters, things like that. How to write terrifying villains, oh my gosh. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have so far. Oh, let me know your thoughts. Yeah, but this brings me to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was a good one. Lately I've been feeling iffy on the vlogs because I haven't been, you know, summer's over. My friends are busy. They have lives. Some of them don't live here. So it's about to get harder to go out and do fun things, and I'm just nervous that just my life by myself isn't going to be entertaining enough, because a lot of it is literally what you've seen in the previous vlog and this one. Just going to coffee shops and writing and sitting at home and watching shows and reading books. So, I mean, let me know what you guys want to see from me going forward with these vlogs, any topics you want to hear me talk about. Let me know what you're excited about regarding my books. If you even are excited, no pressure to feel excited. You don't have to feel excited. But yeah, literally as soon as I'm done filming this, I'm gonna start filming the next vlog. So cheers to that. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.